So, the Runaways. So, the Runaways. This is about the band Runaways, but it's about I would say, the first all-girl band, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I would say so. The first all-girl band, all-female band. Basically, so if anyone knows about the Runaways, so there's there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 girls. So the Runaways. So basically, they're like 16, 17-year-olds. And basically, they can either do the drums, guitars, or they sing. Cherie Currie, played by Dakota Fanning, is Cherie Currie, and she is the singer, or the main singer, as it were, and Joan Jett is supposed to be Joan Jett. Joan Jett is played by Kristen Stewart. So both of these have worked together on previous films. And so the lineup of the Runaways is basically there's Joan Jett, there's Cherie Currie, there's Jackie, there's Rita, and then there's someone else. Cherie Currie, Joan Jett, Joan, Cherie, Jackie, Rita. I can't remember the other one. So yeah, I can't remember the other one. I'll put a little describe thing underneath. But yeah, and they're young, but obviously that they don't care about that. They just care about making music. So it's like it's basically a coming of age story, but it's set in 1970s, in USA, in I don't know where. I think in LA, I would say, although I can't really be sure. But yeah, and obviously they've got a very awful management. Kim Fowley is renowned for his wild ways, as it were. But it's how would I say without sounding awful? So Kim Fowley wasn't really great with handling the. So obviously, being 16, 17, obviously you've got hormones driving everywhere. Obviously there's going to be some tension, and it's so Kim teaches them about how to do it. He shows the girls how to do it, by actually getting them to watch. That's one of the stories. And obviously, management being management, they are giving them alcohol and drugs, a bit too much drugs if I'm being honest. And they make good albums, but and the song, their first main song, Cherry Bomb, the song was about Cherie Curry, because that Joan Jett and Kim just wrote it immediately for Cherie to. It was like a kind of it was more like a kind of test, as it were, to see how she would react or whatever, so yeah. And then for shows, or for a particular show or whatever, they were thinking, oh, how will we dress up, how will we make an impact? And Cherie Curry thought that this outfit would be great. No, it'll be like jailbait, hello, how are you? And obviously that did make an impact, obviously, because there was girls and boys coming along, and so that in itself made an impact, and that there was the band mates, some of them, a couple will turn kind of talk to each other. So say for instance, Cherie and Jackie would hang with each other, while Joan Jett and Rita would hang with each other somewhere else, and then as they became more successful and all that, tensions kind of collided, and actually, it's like, well, if I wrote this song, I should have X amount, and the adults of these girls, Kim Farley say, if you interrupt, your girl will be out of the band. And so the parents didn't really want to rock the boat, as it were, because if they did, that's their daughter out of the band. And obviously Cherie Curry saw this from her, some dad saw this, and told their daughter, look, let's go on, this is fine, Dad, just let us just do this, and in fact, I don't think the Runaways got paid that much, because obviously there was management doing lots of gigs for them whilst the time, and it was very hostile, and actually very not a very good environment for 16, 17-year-olds. I think a few of them started off as 15, I believe. I'm good, thanks. How are you? Oh no, you just said good. um, but I think I if the Runaways, I think, had good management, better management, there wouldn't be as so much tension between the girls, and some of them left because actually they got bullied by the other band members, and oh, did you people having sex with some management, and Cherie Curry left because she had responsibility to her family, because say her sister needed a car to go to work, and Cherie had the car, but that meant traveling all the way back home, and obviously the management and bandmates say, if you walk out that door, if you think the responsibility is best towards your family than your bandmates, you're not gonna go back to the band again. And actually it went so far, and actually that it just went downwards, and so Cherie Curry just left because she couldn't manage the hostility anymore, and some of the bandmates were actually sad that she left, because that meant, who's going to talk to me now, and obviously since some of the original bandmates left, the Runaways kept on kind of putting some artists in the band, and it wasn't the same afterwards anyways. So they did but the Runaways did a good few records and albums, but they just stopped after once they reached their when they were like 20, because obviously the Runaways, for definition, they're underage, and if they were doing it 20, well, they can't call themselves Runaways, because we're adults now. But some of them just wanted to be in the band again, and they didn't give them that opportunity to do anything else. So second guessing their talent is it's a shame how the band split and how they ended it, as it were. But I love Joan Jett to the extent that I would really like to meet her, only in my dreams though. But yes, I think these actresses and actors did a really good job in recreating the Runaways story. And if you watch, there's a kind of a building thing between Cherie Curry and Joan Jett. There's kind of like a bond, like a closeness, in probably the middle of the film. It's kind of like that closeness, and like near the sort of end, but depending what I would mean by ending. But yes, but after the band, there was like addictions and Shuri Hikari had to go into rehab like a few times, because in the band they did, so there was like downers and uppers, so like drugs that made you feel down, and then obviously you need to take up for when you're doing a show. So they would take ups and downs, drugs. So, and then obviously like some of the U2 members or wherever, she had to go to rehab for a good number of times, after the band, and then she kind of relapsed when Shuri Koi did Foxes, so she had to go back to rehab to just kind of ground her, because addiction, it's really, I would imagine it's tough, but I wouldn't know because I don't take drugs, I just take my meds. But yeah, and I would recommend you watching this, but also if you don't want to watch the film, I recommend you listening to their music on one of these music apps or on YouTube, the songs, because the songs are really, really good. I've been a fan of theirs for how long was it? I would say this was 2000 and wasn't it 2010? Wow, 2010. So it will be like, I've been a fan of theirs for like close to 10 years. Yeah, close to 10 years. On and off. Haven't listened to them for a while, depending what mood I'm in. But Joan Jett is like, I'm a fan of Joan Jett completely. But I've been a Runaways fan for like 10 years odd, on and off. So yeah, that film is actually 106 minutes approx. So that's like, I think that would be like 1 hour and 1 hour and I would say less than 1 hour and 50 minutes. Less than 1 hour and 50 minutes. Yeah. I can't say how exactly how long, but it's less than 150 minutes for sure. No, it's less than 1 hour and 50 minutes for sure, yeah.